Hey everyone, welcome back to String Cheese and Applesauce, where today we're going to review the Lego Ninjago Boulder Blaster set. This is set number 70747, 236 pieces and 3 minifigures. I did a build of the set. Don't forget to check it out. It's on the Hidden Brick channel. Link down below. Subscribe to that channel if you like to see those builds. If not, don't subscribe. Just watch it, like it, and come back here and enjoy all these other Lego videos. So there's 3 minifigures. Let's go ahead and check those out right now. Alright, our first minifigure is Cole, and this is Cole in his all black and gold uniform. He has the cool headpiece that covers everything up except for his eyes. And of course he has his angry face, his single printed face. But looking at the print of the torso, there's all kinds of cool stuff going on. He's got this little rope thing going around his shoulder with a little blade, it looks like, in there, and then some sort of shield on his chest there. Looks like there's a pocket with something in there, and then his pants has the little tied area of his ninja suit, and then looks like some knee pads printed on there. And on the back it's the rest of that harness piece kind of going around his shoulder. It looks like a little bit of armor, and then the belt going across. So pretty cool little figure. So that's Cole. Let's look at the next 2 figures, which are both the villains in the set. Alright, so this is Slevin, and we've seen Slevin in a few other Ninjago sets, so there's nothing new with this figure. It is still pretty cool though, with all of the detailed snake print all over him. So the belt going across has the little snake heads kind of as the belt buckle. And then you can see the tattoo of the snake on his chest. And then of course the printing on the head, the 2 snakes. Headgear is snake head shaped. And then some sort of teeth or bones hanging from his chain going around his belt, his pants. A little bit of spiky things on his feet there. So there's a lot of cool snake type details going all the way around this minifigure. So that's Slevin. Let's look at the final figure now. The final figure is Zugu, and similar to Slevin, he's kind of the snake tribe, I guess you would say. So there's a lot of similarities. The pants are real similar. They're not identical, because you can see what's hanging from his belt is slightly different than what's hanging from Slevin's belt. But they both have that kind of snake belt buckle detail, and then the detail on the feet and around the knee pads and area. So Zugu has this big kind of shoulder pad armor piece going around the top of him with this cool little spine snake type mold. So that's all one mold, and then you can see his head is printed slightly different than Slevin's. So let me take this off and kind of show you. So you see how that whole shoulder piece is all one piece. You can see the detail on his torso more with that off. So just slightly different, but still kind of, you could tell they're from the same team, same villainous tribe, I guess. So that is the minifigures. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of the set now. So the first thing we want to see with this set is there's just this tiny little accessory, and it's more or less for the 2 villains to, hide on or try to somehow defeat Cole and his Boulder Blaster, but really not much to it. There's these round bricks that are attached to these square jumper plates, and it's more or less, it's a flimsy build, and it's intentional because the projectiles that the Boulder Blaster shoots is supposed to knock these over. So we'll look at that here in a second. Move these guys over, because they are going to get blasted up. So the Boulder Blaster itself is a really cool little almost steampunkish style Ninjago vehicle. So there's a lot of black, a lot of brown, and a lot of gold colors. So we have basically this huge, what looks like an engine on the front, but really what it is, it's this revolving spring-loaded flick-fire missile shooter, and it's basically attached to these gears over here. So when you turn these gears, you can see it's starting to turn that missile shooter, and when it turns, there's this little ball right there. You can see the little gray thing there, and when it turns, it pushes down on each one of those, and you can see they're shooting out. And they're just hitting my hand right now, or else they would fly out. So you can see how quickly you can get off 8 shots with just one little spin of that gear. So we'll look at that. I'm going to try to do a little slow motion shot of it to see how fast those come out. But looking at the flying, I guess, steampunk jet itself, see we've got these cool little brown, kind of dark brown wings. Then the sticker here kind of adds to that steampunk effect, where you've just got these, kind of dirty, dark bluish gray panels, and I don't know, some sort of rivets and other hoses attached to it, and there's the same one on the other side. And you've got this hose coming across, and they don't really attach to anything. It's more or less just cosmetic. So it's like using your imagination. It's like, what does that hose really do? There's some locks on both sides. Not sure what those are for, but it's, like I said, it's just kind of a vehicle made out of junk almost. And you've got the big wings on the back with the gold blades on both sides, and then the main center fin with some more gold blades, and then this little bitty, like little rocket exhaust type thing coming out. And you can see that there's this little Technic piece hanging out, and that's truly just to hold on to the model. So when you're playing with it, that's the grip. And I think that's really cool, because there's really not a good place to hold the model. A lot of times you kind of hold it on the back by the wings, and sometimes then the wings start to get loose and fall off. So it's pretty cool that they designed a cool little handle so you can really, fly this thing around and play with it. The cockpit is pretty cool. It has this forward opening cockpit window, and Cole basically just sits in there. This piece in here is a printed little control panel, so that's cool. This little arrow here, and then these decorated pieces on those round tiles, and all this is all stickers. There's even a little sticker right there. Where else? Oh, and then around the little turret, little revolving gun. There's every other one has one of these stickers on it, so those are all stickers. So that's really it as far as the design. I think it's really cool. There's kind of a intricate little gearbox in here that's hidden once we built everything up. So make sure to check that build out. You'll see all the inner workings of how these gears actually turn this little revolving piece. Let's go ahead and try to do a demonstration. So I'm going to do a real-time shot of this right at these guys. So basically I'm just going to hold it back here, and I'm going to turn these while aiming this, and you kind of have to aim the top one right at it. And I wonder if that's maybe why that arrow is there. It's like you kind of look down and sight it. So you kind of set the sight, and then you can shoot it. So I'm going to aim it and then give it a turn. Let's see if we can destroy them. All right, so there's one shot. So you see 2 shot out that time. There's another 2. So I have 3 left. There's 2 more, and last one. All right, that last one's stuck in there. So I had this problem yesterday. It's like when you get to the last one, it doesn't want to shoot out for some reason. Make sure I have everything on there. Nice and tight. So yeah, that's that. So let me reload this, and I'm going to try to do a slow motion and see how fast these really do come out. Alright, so that was pretty cool. So as you can tell that these, I mean, I just gave that one quick turn and all 8 shots were out in probably less than a quarter of a second. So they, I mean, you're not going to get a lot of accuracy unless you are perfectly aimed right at what you're shooting at. So here, let me give you my thoughts on this set. I think the design is real cool. It looks really, really sleek with the kind of the steampunk look with it. The playability is just unbelievably cool. The fact that it has the revolving gun that automatically shoots when you turn it. And it's literally like a machine gun or like a Gatling gun type thing. The thing that I don't like about it is that the spring-loaded flick-fire missiles are very sensitive. So once you have it in there, if you accidentally start turning this, you can see that they'll shoot prematurely. So you really have to be careful. I mean, I could see literally people getting shot in the eye with these if you're trying to load it like this and you're looking right at it, and then all of a sudden one of them shoots out and right in the eye. So be very, very careful with loading this because it's literally a loaded gun. I do wish that they would have given the villains a little bit more of a base that you can blast at with the Boulder Blaster itself. I feel that the bad guys kind of got the short end of the stick here, and they need a little bit more than just a couple of rocks to hide behind. But hey, that's what you get for being a bad guy. You don't get the best things. So really, really cool though. Definitely pick it up if you see it at the store. I think it's really, really worth it. I'm a huge fan of Ninjago sets, and this one is probably one of the coolest ones that I've built in a long time. So definitely check it out. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and we will see you next time.